Hello and welcome to Leon's Lockpad. It's not a pick video today. Got a bit of a project I'm doing and I thought I'd show you and get a little bit of insight. Before we start though, if you're interested in lock sport and you want to get involved, please check out www.uklocksport.co.uk, and if you like what you see on my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, as I make 2 to 3 videos per week on everything lock related really. But let's get on with it. So what I did is I watched T&J's Lock Picking the other day. Did the video of my Yale padlock, which was one of the biggest fights I've ever seen when it comes to someone picking a lock. I didn't realise I've made it that difficult, which is good in a good way, because my challenge locks are either easy or hard. There's no in between for some reason. But this one seems to have made it quite mental. But that was a really good lock, good tolerances. It was a Yale, so it was a decent quality. But one thing I've noticed, when you get these, everybody knows them. They are tri-circle or tri-star padlocks, cheap pound shop ones. Absolutely useless. You can bypass the hell out of them. You can shimmy them. You can bypass the cores. You can bypass them with a pick straight and just unlock them. The only thing these are actually good for is holding down a napkin on a windy day. That's about it. But I thought to myself, I've done the big, I've done, you know, a really decent lock for a challenge padlock. So why not turn what is really a crappy naff lock into a decent challenge lock? So what I did is ground it down only a little bit, popped out the plugs, which was relatively easily, but you can even tell that they're not even straight, and that's not my drilling, that's their manufacturing. But they popped out no problem. I can see I popped the core out, and the good thing about this, I was surprised, it's a solid brass core. It's not a cast cheapo one where it's just really bad cast metal and there's no point in doing anything with it. It's a 6-pin, as you can see. It's solid brass, no lip, which means you could push a shim up the front and unlock it again. But my point is, I think I can make this into a really good challenging challenge padlock. The core itself, I gave it a good sanding down, because no rust on it, but it'd been outside, so this had rusted up this piece of steel, and this was caked in oxidization from the rust. But I give it a good clean up, good sand down, and it's absolutely fine core, fun enough. Now the key is really, really naff. Even though it's a 6-pin, yeah, you're going to rake this open without a problem, but fits in there nice and smooth. Like I say, 6-pin, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen the bitting on this. I'm going to give it some really deep lows, so it's got some really nice highs, so I can make this lock into a really good challenging lock, and make the bitting really challenging as well. But like I say, it works in there nice and smooth. I'm going to show you the pins. Pins are getting binned, absolutely useless. The driver pins are okay for just standard pins, but if you look at the key pins, which are absolutely ridiculous, they're actually almost identical and the same size. So yeah, I've got to get rid of these. The springs just need a really good clean up. I'm going to make my own pins and my own key pins. And what I'm going to do is, this being a new community challenge lock as well, I want some comments off you if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to make the pins for it, so if any suggestions of what type of pins I should put in it, so I can make spools, serrates, pinning pin, I can make serrated pinning pins, I can make spool pinning pins, Christmas trees, cakes, barbells, drunken spools. I can make all sorts of pins. So if you leave some comments in the bottom of what type of pin I should use, I'm going to do 6. So if we can get at least different variations of 6 different types of pins, I will make them up, and suggestions for key pins as well. because I can do serrated key pins, I can make spool key pins, T-pins, do all sorts with them. But if you leave some, like I say, if you leave some comments of what type of pins you'd like in this lock, and then we'll get them made, I'll put them in, and what we'll do is we'll call it a subscriber community challenge padlock, because it's the subscribers who have decided what pins should go in it. And I know it's a tricycle, but no one makes them out of these because no one wants to, because they're just junk and they either use them for paperweights or they just destroy them or bin them. But I think it's perfectly good waste of something that could be turned into something fun. So yeah, please let me know, and we'll you know, give it a couple of days and I'll get up all the comments, and I'll make the pins, and then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll hopefully, you know, we'll test it out on video, and then we'll get it sent out. But I'm going to give it a good makeover anyway. I think I might give it a nice spray, take this off, turn it around, put something else on it. Yeah, seeing as no one's ever done that one, I don't think anyone would want to do one out of these. But I've done them, I've done Ava's ones, and I've done the Yale. So why not one of the crappiest locks on the market? So it should be interesting. Like I say, with it having a full, decent brass core. You know what I mean, decent in the fact it's solid brass, so I've got something to work with. Which means I can thread it, counter mill it, I can do quite a few things with that. So it should be fairly interesting. But yeah, leave, like I say, leave remarks in the comments, please, for what pins you'd like in here, and we'll do something and sort it out. Well, I hope you like this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and bye. Don't forget to like.